Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today because we have some very exciting General Hospital news to talk about, and it's definitely worth the wait. You know, I've been watching General Hospital for a long time now, and I still get excited like a kid whenever a new week rolls around. This coming week, from May 18 to 22, looks like it's fixing to be a real humdinger. I can already picture it. Folks in Port Charles are running around trying to put all the puzzle pieces together, trying to make sense of everything that's been happening. And right in the middle of all that, we're finally going to meet a mysterious new character for the very first time. Oh boy, my curiosity is already through the roof, wondering who this person is and what kind of trouble they're bringing with them. On top of that, it sounds like quite a few people in town are about to face some dangerous situations. You know how Port Charles is, 1 minute everything seems calm, and the next, hearts are pounding and secrets are flying everywhere. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it all unfolds. Grab your coffee, settle into your favorite chair, and let's talk about what's coming up on General Hospital. This week feels like it's going to keep us all on our toes. First, you know, I've been following General Hospital for more years than I care to count, and every time a new week starts, I still get that little flutter of excitement in my chest. This week, from May 18th to the 22nd, feels like it's going to be one of those special ones that keeps you glued to the screen. The folks in Port Charles are busy trying to piece together all the strange things that have been happening lately, and right smack in the middle of it all, we're finally going to meet someone new. Oh, I can already tell it's going to stir things up in the best possible way. Come Monday, May 18th, Jonathan Bennett makes his first appearance as Joe Fitzpatrick. Now, from what they've let on, Joe is joining the PCPD as a police officer. On the surface, that sounds like good, solid news. Lord knows that police department could always use some extra hands. But something about this fella just doesn't sit right with me. I've seen enough twists in this town over the decades to know that not every friendly face wearing a badge is exactly what they seem. They say Joe has a few secrets he's working real hard to keep hidden. Could be he's the one quietly feeding information to Jen Sidwell. You know, that slick character Carlo Rota plays. Sidwell always seems to have his fingers in too many pies, and if Joe's playing both sides, well, that could spell real trouble for a lot of people we care about. Or maybe he's hiding something even deeper. Either way, there's a definite air of mystery around him, and my old gut feeling tells me he's going to shake up the whole station and maybe even the whole town before long. I can't wait to see what kind of man he really is once the layers start peeling back. Jonathan Bennett is a fine actor, and I have a feeling he's going to bring something fresh and a little dangerous to Port Charles. And then there's the story with those two young ones that just tugs at my heartstrings. Charlotte Cassadine and Danny Morgan have got it in their heads to sneak into Windermere. Bless their little hearts. I remember what it was like being young and thinking you're invisible, that nothing bad could possibly happen if you just move fast enough. But in a place like Port Charles, full of old family secrets and big houses hiding who knows what, that kind of adventure rarely goes according to plan. I keep wondering, will they actually make it inside? Or will they get caught red-handed before they even cross the threshold? Either way, you just know they're heading straight for a heap of trouble. Their parents are going to be word sick. There'll be serious talks, maybe even some grounding, and who knows what else. It reminds me of how life really is. Kids test the boundaries, grown-ups try to protect them, and somehow everything gets more complicated than anyone planned. I feel for both sides in this one. Charlotte and Danny are just being kids, but they're playing with fire in a town where secrets have a way of biting back hard. This week looks like it's packing in everything we love about General Hospital. New faces with hidden motives, young people making risky choices, and that constant sense that danger could be waiting just around the corner. I'm already planning my schedule so I don't miss a single episode. I'll be sitting right here in my favorite chair with my coffee, watching how Joe Fitzpatrick shakes up the police force and how Charlotte and Danny's little mission turns out. You know, that's what keeps me coming back after all these years. The way the show mixes excitement with real heart. It feels like catching up with old friends who never stop surprising you. So tell me, are you as curious as I am about this new cop and what those kids are up to? Because something tells me this is going to be a week we'll be talking about for a while. Second, you know, while all that's going on with the new cop and those curious kids, my heart's really with little Rocco Falconeri right now. Poor boy's been carrying a heavy load of worry on his young shoulders. But thank goodness Britt Westbourne is stepping up like the strong woman she is. She's dead set on protecting him and keeping him safe, and I'm telling you, that kind of fierce loyalty always warms my old heart. In a town like Port Charles, having someone in your corner who refuses to back down can make all the difference. Over on Dante Falconeri's side, it looks like things might finally start making sense. Once Elizabeth Baldwin sits down and has a real heart-to-heart with him, he could begin connecting the dots about those strange stroke-like episodes that hit both Drew Kane and Jack Brennan. I've seen enough medical mysteries on this show to know when pieces start falling into place, it usually leads to some big revelations. And then there's Carly Spencer. That woman doesn't miss much. She already has her suspicions because she knows Nina Reeves gave Drew's medication to Brennan. I'm sitting here wondering if Carly's sharp eyes are going to catch on to the real truth, that Willow Kane has been slipping something to Drew that's causing those scary symptoms. Same with Brennan. If Carly puts it all together, watch out, things are going to explode. Willow herself must be under tremendous pressure. I can just imagine how tense she is trying to hold everything together while leaning on Harrison Chase for support, even if she can't tell him the whole story. That girl's got a lot on her plate, and wouldn't you know it, this might give her another chance to get a little too close to Chase at the wrong moment. Right when Michael Corinthos is out there playing private detective and snapping more pictures, Michael never was one to let things slide, especially when it comes to his family. Meanwhile, Valentine Cassadine is probably off somewhere cooking up his next big scheme like he always does. That man never rests. On a lighter note, Trina Robinson is busy finishing up all the preparations for Portia Robinson's baby shower. I love these kinds of gatherings in Port Charles. They start off sweet and full of joy, but you just know something dramatic's going to happen once everyone's in the same room. These baby showers have a way of turning into full-blown showdowns, and I have a feeling this one won't be any different. I tell you what, this week has so many layers. Protection and worry, secrets and suspicions, family celebrations mixed with hidden dangers. It's exactly why I've stayed loyal to General Hospital all these years. Every character is dealing with their own battles, and you can't help but root for them even when they're making mistakes. I'll be parked in my chair every afternoon, coffee in hand, watching it all unfold, and this one's going to be a real page turner. Finally, just when I think I've seen every kind of twist this show can throw at us, they bring in another layer that really pulls at the heart. Looks like Molly Lansing Davis is headed for some serious shocks in the coming days. Right now, she's walking on air, so happy with Cody Bell and all excited about her book promotion tour. She's smiling, laughing, and finally feeling like life is going her way. But I've been around long enough to know that kind of happiness can sometimes be the calm before the storm. Poor Molly is going to have to face the truth about her mother, Alexis Davis, Ava Jerome, and her sister Christina, all keeping Rick Lansing locked away somewhere. When that secret comes bursting out, it's going to hit her like a ton of bricks. I can already imagine the look on her face when she learns how Rick ended up in that situation. It's the kind of family bombshell that changes everything. And Cody, well, that boy's carrying some heavy guilt right now. He's been lying to Molly about where he really found Rick that day, and I can tell it's eating him up inside. He cares about her something fierce, but secrets like that have a way of coming back to bite you when you least expect it. I sure hope he finds the courage to come clean before everything explodes. This book tour and all that sweet romance with Cody might just be the quiet moment before the thunder rolls in. If those big revelations hit Molly all at once, it could shake her whole world. My heart goes out to her. She deserves some real happiness after everything she's been through. All in all, this week on General Hospital is packed with so many juicy stories, it's almost hard to keep up. New faces with shady pasts, kids sneaking around, medical mysteries, family secrets, and a baby shower that's bound to turn dramatic. I'll be right here every single day, sipping my coffee and watching it all unfold like the old friend I've come to love. Port Charles never fails to keep us guessing, does it? I wouldn't miss a minute of it.